Please welcome Kelsey Bowers.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Superman. Or that's the way it seems to always go, right? A crisis is in the making and everyone's looking for that superhero to come save the day. But why are we always looking for someone else to do it? Why can't we step up to the plate when the need arises? According to Batman, a superhero can be anyone, even a man doing something as simple and reassuring as putting a coat around the little boy's shoulders. Superheroes are some of the most idolized people in today's society. From kids to adults, from subway stations to highway billboards, even your favorite souvenir shop t-shirt. Our love for superheroes is plastered everywhere. And if that's not enough, we spend our valuable and limited spare time watching and reading about them. But instead of watching them, reading about them, and using them for our birthday decor, why don't we begin to act like them? Before we can begin to act like them, we have to think, how does a superhero act? What is it they do that makes them so ideal to us? Superheroes stand for truth, justice, and the well-being of others. So these moral characteristics fall perfectly in line with the principles of the Rotary four-way test. The tenets of the four-way test state, of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And is it beneficial to all concerned? These epitomize the essence of all true superheroes. The fact that they can pass this test through any circumstance is what makes them ideal to us. This concept doesn't have to remain a fantasy. Thanks to Herbert J. Taylor, I assert that we can all be superheroes. Superman says there's a hero inside all of us. We just need the courage to put on the cape. That cape is the Rotary four-way test. This test can help ordinary people make extraordinary decisions and be real-life superheroes. So let's apply this reasoning to a critical issue in today's society that's currently dividing our nation. Whose life matters? Is it Black Lives Matter? Is it Blue Lives Matter? Is it the illegals or the refugees or the unborn? Wouldn't it be nice if Spider-Man could swing in on a web, settle the debate, and save the day? Well, good news. He doesn't have to this time. We can use our own superpowers. All we have to do is put on our cape of the Rotary four-way test to realize that all lives matter. First of the things we think, say, or do is it the truth. The simple truth is that all lives matter. Like ripples in a pond, every life affects those lives around it. Every person in this world has failed. Failure is the first step to success. Even superheroes fail. Neither Batman nor Spider-Man were able to save the love of their life from death. However, their failures, just as our own, do not mean our lives don't matter. For in every death, there's still life to be lived. It then is not a matter of whose lives matter most. Since all people will contribute to this world, the only true thing that has justification is that all lives matter. Secondly, is it fair? Saying all lives matter is the fairest way to view all people. Your job, your race, and your beliefs don't make you better or worse than any one person. Saying one person matters more simply because of the color of their skin, the choices they make, or the tone of their ideology would not be fair. And we don't categorize superheroes, so why people? All superheroes have different suits they wear, different powers they use, and different cities they protect. They're all idolized. They all matter. Saying all lives matter is a fair statement because it says everyone is equal and deserves a fair chance, despite our past, our presents, and ultimately our differences. Paul P. Harris, the founder of Rotary International, once said, "The foundation upon which Rotary is built is friendship. On no less firm foundation could it have stood." Harris recognized that friendship is a strong foundation for life. So this leads us to the third point of the Rotary four-way test. Will saying all lives matter build goodwill and better friendships? Of course. When we start arguing over whose lives matter and whose don't, we get into fights. But when we say all lives matter, we have the opportunity to build goodwill and friends rather than enemies. Something I admire about the Flash is that before he goes to defeat the villain, he gives them an opportunity to become his friend. He tells them his team and himself can help them learn to use their powers for good rather than evil. Some choose this, some do not. The point is, the Flash offers friendship because he recognizes that all lives matter, even the villains. Finally, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Absolutely. Absolutely, people will benefit from knowing all lives matter. They will no longer have to worry about working a certain job, being a certain color, or being in a specific social class to matter and have opportunity. They can be comforted by the fact that justice is being sought after, if not yet found, for all people. And justice and opportunity are what determine whether or not life matters. Through this, people can live happier lives with more friendships. When we say all lives matter, we're all working towards the same goals. That sounds like a mutually beneficial relationship to me. Quoting Captain America, it doesn't matter if the whole country decides something wrong is something right. This nation was founded upon one principle above all else, the requirement that we stand up for what we believe, no matter the odds or the consequences when the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move. Your job is to plant yourself like a tree by the river of truth and say, no world, you move. Thanks to the Rotary four-way test, we know what is right. So we should listen to Captain America and stand up for what we believe in, as long as it's true, it's fair, it builds goodwill and friendships, and it's beneficial to all concerned. The Flash says it's not even about being a superhero. It's simply about doing the right thing. But superhero sounds pretty cool to me. So put on your cape of the Rotary four-way test and be a real-life superhero. After all, at the end of the day, it's not your job, your name, or the color of your skin that decides who you are. It's what we do that defines us.